Hey everybody, Dustin Dale's back here at Comic-Con right here in Council Bluffs, Mid-America Center, and this weekend you've got all sorts of great stuff to check out. Booze, artists, and we've also got some great talent that you can come check out that you've seen on the big screen and the small screen. And right now we've got two of the big stars from American Horror Story Freak Show. I'm so excited to have these two join me right now. How are you guys doing?
Hey Dustin, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, and of course, nice to meet you. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
I'm getting a little tied up here because I'm excited. I'm a fan of the show.
Aww.
I've got Matt Fraser here, and I've also got Naomi Grossman. And tell me, how did you guys end up getting approached to do American Horror Story? I'll start with you, Naomi.
I just got an audition like any other. You know how it works in Hollywood. The breakdown goes out and agents get the call and they look on their roster and who's, 4 to 5 feet tall, character actress, willing to, shave her head. And my name was at the top of the list, I guess. I don't know.
Now you had to do a lot of makeup for the show as well.
Yeah. Yes.
How long were you in the chair every day?
About 2.5 to 3 hours.
Wow. Was that your first experience doing that kind of makeup?
Yes, that level, prosthetics, certainly.
Now, what was one of your standouts maybe from the show that you really enjoyed?
Oh, so many. I mean, it was, getting to know these guys. Obviously, the season 2 was very special because it was sort of a game changer for me, kind of put me on the map. But obviously, to come back and do a whole, be able to relive that role after I thought it was, dead in the water, that was obviously very special, especially because, like I said, it allowed me to make a whole new clique of friends.
Now, Matt, you also got on the show as well. You came in Freak Show. You came in Asylum, but the cast seemed really tight knit. Would that be?
We were tight knit, yeah. We were very tight knit. You spent 6 months, because it took 6 months for us to film, out of your normal habitat. We were in New Orleans in a very close set, and you become a family, whether you like it or not. You're with each other every day, and not your normal family, and so you become a surrogate family, And I guess we have this like brother-sister relationship. Sadly, 2 of our number have passed since we did that, and so that we felt that very sad, like you would a cousin or something passing. But it was a wonderful experience, and having worked in real sideshows and felt the camaraderie of that, there was, a reflective camaraderie. It's part of the deal in sideshow, and in the nature of that kind of filming. So when you double those 2 up, it was very familial.
Now, were you a fan of the show before you got on?
I will admit that having lived in England, I mean, not that I wasn't a fan, I just didn't really know about it. So I got the audition and I was like, sure, I'll audition. Wow, American TV, okay. And then I looked it up on YouTube to get the right acting style, to make sure that my audition acting style was in league with the way they do things. And then I realized how incredibly famous it was, and like at the time, second only to Game of Thrones, I think. And so, thankfully I did my audition before I knew how important the audition was. So yeah. I was able to be a confident audition and not be all nervous and stuff,
Did your manager or agent tell you anything about the show going into it, kind of what to expect?
No, nothing. I had to do all my own research, which is fine. The less you know, the better with a big swanky audition, because for fear of getting all nervous and everything.
Now, after the show wrapped and your career started to kind of take a turn, kind of get more attention, was there anything really that someone maybe approached you and said, "Hey, this is Matt from American Horror Story"? Did they kind of get that extra level of fame for that?
Well, I mean, I was unknown in America, and now I do all these conventions, and because I'm very easy to recognize. You have to get within 50 yards of Naomi to make sure it's Naomi. Me, it's me from 300 yards away, the guy with the little flipper arm. So, it's that guy. One time I was in a pub with Evan Peters on one side and Finn Whitrock on the other, and a guy came up to me and asked me for my autograph because he just saw my arms and thought, oh, it's that guy from American Horror Story. Without looking either side of him, he would have got, and he walked away again really happy. And we all looked at each other and said that was a bit bizarre because he didn't even ask them for their autographs. But sometimes it blinkers people, which is cool. It means I get the attention. I'm not complaining.
Now, you were known as the Painted Seal on the show,
covered
with tattoos.
The illustrated seal boy. I was in the chair next to Naomi every morning in the special effects van for 2.5 hours. There was Naomi, me, and then Evan Peters getting his lobster claws on. Every morning. It was our ritual,
Now, do you have any tattoos?
I do. They're on my leg. And ironically, for an underwear scene, the makeup people decided that my character wouldn't have that tattoo. So they covered up that tattoo while giving me all the fake ones.
I gotta know, what's the tattoo then?
A comedy and tragedy masks on a bed of ribbons, yeah.
I think that makes sense with the show. With the
Yeah, I
side
think
show.
it was more. I think it was more stylistically. It was the style of the tattooing.
Okay.
It was very different, you know, and it would have been a bit incongruous maybe to the tattoo nerd.
Well, what can we expect from you guys coming up down the road? Naomi, what do you got coming up?
I just shot a film called An Accidental Zombie Named Ted. Who knows? Working title. It's a zombie comedy. Which should be really fun. And then I will be shooting a vampire rom-com called Bite Me in about a month. So
Awesome.
should be fun. Yeah.
I like the name of that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Hopefully that's not a working title. It works.
Matt, what do you got coming up?
I'm going to be in a thing coming up in the autumn called Loudermilk, which is a new comedy by Peter Farrelly and Bobby Morton, who wrote for the Colbert Report. And it's a comedy about a load of maverick recovering addicts in this kind of weird 12 steps program. And I play Roger the English guy.
Very nice. Well, we look forward to seeing that from both of you, and keep up the great work. You guys are a joy to watch on screen.
Thanks very much.
Make sure you come out to Okamicon this weekend. Check them out. They'll be here through Sunday, so make sure you come out tonight and tomorrow. Get an autograph, get a picture. They've got all sorts of great stories to tell. Maybe you might even get to hear one. Thanks, guys, for hanging out with me. I appreciate it.
Thank you, man.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Take care.